Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday. It's a nice day like it was yesterday morning. We've got nice autumn leaves, golden yellow and a rusty colour. Eventually that tree outside my window, all the leaves will shed. But at the moment it's autumn and the tree looks pretty. And it'd make a nice Photoshop that. Lovely, beautiful autumn colours outside with sunshine shining. So it's Wednesday. I'm by myself in my flat like I usually am. And I'm restricted as to what I can do. I am an adult. But I'm stuck indoors because of circumstances. And I can't even go to the co-op. So it's again dog walking Max. I'm grateful I've got Max, otherwise I'd be stuck indoors, not even breathing fresh air outside. That is the truth. It used to happen at my old address. I didn't have a dog. I didn't have a dog at my old address. So I used to be stuck indoors 3 days solid, sometimes a week, not going outside. So Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day in 1972, the first commercial video game, Pong, was released by Atari. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, the old video games, Space Invaders, going way back to the 80s, Space Invaders. The old games, if you look at them now, they look ancient. Alexa, what's the time, please?
Good morning, Crystal. The time is 8:15 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Wednesday, the 29th of November.
Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today's famous birthdays include English actress Gemma Chan, American football quarterback Russell Wilson, American actress, comedian and singer, 1976, Anna Faris, Welsh Association football player and coach Ryan Giggs, and politician, investment banker, White House Chief of Staff Rahm Emanuel.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Why did the turtle break up with the giraffe? They never saw eye to eye.
So guys, yesterday I took Max out for a walk in the dark. I sent that email to the police saying they'd asked me what had happened to me outside. They wanted to know why I felt afraid to leave my own flat. The police have not even responded. I've had an automatic message that said that the Kent police have got my email. No one's responded. No one's got back to me. No one's asked me any more questions. I've been left, as usual, to carry on, where people think it's funny. The more the police don't do anything, the more things will happen, and the more people think they can get away with abusing me, because they do absolutely nothing. Everyone that I reported to the police in the past has not been arrested, not been questioned, or if they have been arrested, they've been let out scot-free, and that is the truth. And some of them have got great lives. They've gone abroad, they've got houses, while I'm stuck in here just being persecuted. Every time I report something, I get laughed at, and I get sometimes put in a cell. It's ridiculous. I'm sick of it. Or they turn around and make out I'm my mother who's got a mental health illness, and make out that I'm mad. so they can carry on abusing me and using me and making fun of me, which is ridiculous. It needs to be investigated, it needs to be stopped, and I need to be left alone. But while they continue to make out that I'm my mother, and it is being done on purpose, because when you go through what happens when I go and see my mother, that she's involved in it as well, it's not only annoying and frustrating, it's not nice. I will go up to see my mother, and I don't know whether she's dressed herself like it or someone's told her. She's nearly 80, so you've got an old lady with alopecia trying to put her hair back in a ponytail or make it look like my hair, and she will have men's trousers on, rolled up at the bottom. She puts makeup on. I don't wear mascara. If you go through my videos, I don't wear eye makeup. Princess Diana they called her Panda Eyes. When she did that panorama interview, she was covered in mascara. Diana wore eye makeup, Princess. If you look at that panorama interview where Diana was interviewed by Martin Bashir, she was covered in eye makeup. They called her Panda Eyes because she had eyeliner on and probably mascara. I've never ever worn eye makeup. When I came down, my mum's always been covered in makeup since I was a child. I've never ever covered myself in foundation or mascara. I wear a little bit of lipstick to brighten up my face, and it moisturises my lips, because in the winter your lips chap, don't they? They freeze and split. So I go up and see my mum, and they've tried to dress my mother up like me, and I'm 20 years younger than my mother. What they're doing is unfair and ridiculous to cover up what happened in 2008. That's what they're doing. It's nearly 20 years ago. My adopted child is 18 in December, so they've got away with it. They've got away with what they've done. So I don't know why what they're worried about, something coming out now that's nearly 20 years old and persecuting me for it. I'm not frightened of them. I'm no coward. And I will speak the truth. And I'm not afraid because I've done nothing wrong. And God knows that. And that's all that matters. Because in the final curtain, God judges you. Not the common or garden member of the public who doesn't even know who you are. God created us. These bullies didn't create me. I don't answer to them. Everybody answers to your maker. Right? That's all I'm concerned about. Not bullies. People that don't even know me from Adam. They just see a video, they start laughing, think it's funny, and that's up to them. So they dress my mum up. It's done on purpose. They dress my mum down to make it look like the videos are my mother's, and she's nearly 80. When you see my mum face to face, you could see she couldn't possibly walk around the Rochester Riverside field with a dog because she's got arthritis. Right? She couldn't walk a dog around the field. She's very out of breath when she speaks. She couldn't speak for 20 minutes without having to take a break. She's also very, very large. She wears men's jeans. Men's. When I've asked my mum, does she want anything? Can you go into the charity shop and get me men's jeans. Why is she wearing men's jeans for? When I first came down, it made me laugh because I was in my 40s. I was about to approach 40. I was a lot younger. I looked better, and I was more active and more fitter. This switch, trying to make out I'm Jenny, it's been going on since 2008 when I was abused by my father to cover up what he did. Making out I was my mum when he was abusing me. I can't understand why my mother is still trying to cover up what he's done now because he's dead. And why a woman would want to dress like a man, and she does, I don't know. Jennifer is my mother. I got to see my mum. My dad passed away in 2021. It's still upsetting for me. Life has changed a lot. I'm going through the menopause, and your body changes and you can feel bloody awful. A woman can feel awful. You can feel your body's changed. It's going to affect you. It's going to make you feel like crap. Even no matter how much hormone replacement therapy you take, tablets, liquids, gels, your body's still changed. It's not going to stop the massive heartburn I get because my digestive system slowed down. It's not going to stop old age creeping up. Nobody can stop that with plastic surgery or HRT. You're still going to get old, and you just have to be careful. You can't run about like you were when you were younger, and it looks ridiculous anyway. These older women trying to be 20. You can't do that. Yeah, you change your face, right? Dolly Parton. Alexa, how old is Dolly Parton?
Dolly Parton is 77 years old.
No matter how much plastic surgery Dolly Parton's had, and we know that's a wig on her head, that's not her real hair. We all strive, we all hate getting older, but it's best to accept it. Otherwise, you're putting plastic on a face that is 80, right? It's not normal, it's not natural, and just accept it. Do you know, in the future, young people won't know what an old person is, because now you're getting young girls having plastic surgery at 19 and 20, and their mother looks 19 and 20 because their mother's had plastic surgery. Their 40, 50-year-old mothers had plastic surgery, and the mother looks like the sister, not the mother. In the future, young people won't know what old age is because we're trying to hide it. And these real old people are hidden out the way and are invisible. Because children copy their parents. And if a mother has had extensive plastic surgery, boob jobs, bum lifts, the girl looks up to the mother. So we've now got 19, 20-year-olds thinking they're wrinkled at 19 and 20, having all this plastic surgery. And if they were shown pictures of what happens when you have extensive plastic surgery over the years, how it falls apart, how your face puffs up, and you're unrecognisable to what you should really be, they wouldn't do it. Some of them would, but there you go. If I'm just natural, and I'm going to stay that way. And people's definition of, in quotes, ugly is different. What's ugly to someone is not ugly to someone else. This is nothing to do with being ugly. This is refusing to be a free prostitute. That there was no one called me ugly when I was meeting men off dating sites at my other flat. I wasn't called ugly. Some of them wanted to come back again. It's nothing to do with ugly. And I've said before, there's a woman on the streets in America. She's these young women these hookers lose their teeth at an early age, and they look like old women when they're not, because they are being plied with drugs to sleep with men. And there's a woman in America that she's so anorexic, I don't know how she's alive. And how can these men go around abusing that woman, sleeping with her, when, you know, she's going to die, obviously, on the streets? I don't know how men can push women around like that, see the state of them, still fuck them, and then fucking think that's acceptable. This is nothing to do with being ugly. I've told you before, men will sleep with anything. They will sleep with anything. If it's free, they'll sleep with it. Then, this is not to do with being ugly. This is being sexually bullied, and by men and women trying to cajole me into doing something bad sexually. They've all been using me as some sort of funny toy on that field, and they know it. And those builders do watch, and some of them think it's funny. It's not a field. It's like a fox hunting grounds. They hunt you down. Yesterday we had a funny version of my father Derek on the field, and the builders were laughing on the roof. They were laughing. It's not going to stop me walking about the field. I was one of the first people that started walking my dog around the field, and they all started copying. There's nothing on that field. There's no ice cream van, there's no restaurants, there's nothing. They just copy because they haven't got a mind of their own. The Esplanade is a dog walking area. It's nice too. It's right opposite the castle grounds, the Esplanade, where I was taken to last year several times. This year's been pretty dire. I haven't really gone anywhere. I mean, a train journey to Chatham. I've not been to see any Christmas lights turned on. I've not been to any cafes. I'm hidden away in my flat, and I'm deprived of sometimes the air that I breathe because they think I'm going to pick men up. I have had men approach me in the street. When I was in Chatham, I'd come back from the hospital. This is no word of a lie. I'd come back. I'd been given an injection in my stomach in the hospital because a black doctor had told me I had a blood clot on my lung. And believe you me, if I had had a blood clot on my lung, I would have collapsed and almost died. So he misdiagnosed me. I was given an injection I didn't need in my stomach. And then I walked home from the hospital. Walked home after being injected in the stomach because I didn't have enough money for a taxi. No one would pick me up. So I walked down Chatham Hill, unwell, with a possible blood clot to the lung, mind. So the hospital had told me I could leave and come back a few days later with a suspected blood clot on the lung, with no hospital transport. So I walked down Chatham Hill, I got to Old Road Chatham, I sat opposite my flats, and this unsavoury bloke came up to me and he said, can I have some business? I said, pardon? Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you was a prostitute. That's after I'd been injected in the tummy with a needle and allowed to go out of the hospital. This is 10 o'clock at night, this ain't the fucking morning, down the Chatham Hill. So there's some staff at the Medway Maritime Hospital involved in this conspiracy. How much unnecessary treatment have I had? And the dentist with all those anaesthetic needles. I remember everything. Someone tried to stop me going to the hospital because they agreed with me. They said if you had a blood clot on the lung, you'd have collapsed. They said they're putting poison in your body. Drugs. That doctor had diagnosed about 9 people with the same condition, blood clot on the lung. Medway Maritime Hospital. We couldn't have all had the same problem. I was in that hospital all day, told to leave at 10 o'clock in the pitch black. I could have got run over, I could have got murdered, I could have got raped. And then this guy comes up to me and says, are you ready for business? It's ridiculous. Now, this is why I can't go out anywhere by myself. I can't enjoy a normal life. But my perpetrators can. My perpetrators can enjoy a normal life. They can go to... They can do what they like. I'm stuck indoors, a prisoner. And not with keys in a lock or a gun to my head. I'm afraid to go outside in case I get people like that Charlie trying to try things on with me. They don't need a lock and key to lock you up. And he went out about, 5:30, 6 this morning again, waking me up in the morning, about 6:30, 6 in the morning. I've got no money and I've got nowhere to go, so I don't know why they do it. I don't know why they do it for. Getting woken up at stupid o'clock in the morning. What do they do it for? I'm in my flat by myself. I live alone. My family is scattered all over the country. I'm going to be alone this Christmas, right? But I ain't going to do what they want because they can fuck off. And if I have to live a deprived life with not much money and being deprived of whatever they don't want me to have, I will. I'm a 55-year-old woman and I'm tired of this. And I want them to stop it. See you later.